Hi and welcome to Laguna Niguel Hyundai in Genesis. If you're watching this video, it's because your lease is due in about 6 months, and I wanted to kind of walk you through some of the options you might have so that you're fully prepared and you can plan for the next 6 months as to what it is that's best for you and your family and your situation. So, first and foremost, thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you actually having the vehicle and trusting us to come back to us so that we can guide you through this process. That being said, let's get into it. So you basically have three options. Option number one is going to be you can turn in your lease. That's what you're probably accustomed to. That's probably what you were told when you came in and leased your vehicle 3 years ago or 4 years ago, however your lease term is. And basically what that means to you is you can go ahead and return the vehicle. You didn't have to pay tax to begin with on the vehicle when you leased it, so good job there. You saved some money. When you do return it, you are going to have some small fees. I want to make you aware of that so it's not a surprise. If you do not get into a brand new Hyundai or Genesis, lease or purchase, then you will have a disposition fee. That fee right now is $450. Now that fee can be waived once again if you do go ahead and get a new vehicle. With that being said, if not, then we can go ahead and process that payment for you, and we're going to go ahead and look at the vehicle and look at a couple of things about it. We're going to look at excessive wear and tear. You're going to hear that term quite a bit. Excessive wear and tear is basically anything that is above and beyond the normal wear and tear that you would have in the vehicle over that period of time. Now, how does Hyundai look at that? One thing that they'll do is they'll take a look at something like the size of, say, a business card, okay? Just a simple business card. If you have a scratch that's actually longer than this business card, it's very possible that you may have a small fee. Think of it like this. When you go and you borrow a car from a friend or family member, or rent a car or get a car, and you bring it back and it's got damage done to it, they're gonna expect you to pay for it, right? Well, Hyundai is really good about allowing you to get through all kinds of different things that could possibly happen in the vehicle, but once it gets to be excessive, that's when they're going to go ahead and charge you. Another rule of thumb is you can actually run your finger down the paint. If your fingernail catches on that scratch, then you know that that might actually require what's called body work, and you might need to go ahead and get that scratch buffed, cleaned, waxed, polished before you turn it in, or pay a small fee. Either way, it's up to you. You can go ahead and turn the vehicle in and pay those fees and at the end, and you'll get a bill. I think it's 45 days or so after you turn in the car, maybe a little bit less, depending on how busy they are. And then you can go ahead and pay that fee, or you can go right ahead beforehand, turn that into, say, a body shop, a local shop, us. We'd be more than happy to help you with that. Come on down and then pay that small fee to have that work performed. Same thing goes for tires. You have tread coming out, or you have pieces of metal coming out of the tire. Once again, that's something that is above beyond excessive wear and tear. So there's a chance that you might have that as well. So what I recommend to all my friends and family and customers alike, that at 6 months before your lease is due, actually ask Hyundai to come out and do a pre-examination of the vehicle. Take a look at it. You're not going to turn it in. You're not obligated to anything, but they'll come out and take a look at it for you, complimentary, and see what that bill would be. So you can decide over the next 6 months if you want to go ahead and get it fixed on your own, go through insurance, say it's a bumper that's missing or something from an accident. You can go through your insurance company, and you can really kind of have your options. Me personally, that's one of my favorite things about actually leasing is I now have this option. I have the ability to go ahead and decide how I'm going to spend my money or turn in the car. Now, on to the next thing. That is your next option. Remember, that was option number one. Now we're at option number two. Option number two is you drove that vehicle, let's say for 2, 3, 4 years of your lease. Lease is almost due, and you're like, man, I really love my vehicle. I'm attached to it. You've even given it a name, okay? It's a vehicle that you know all about. You've had it since the beginning of its inception. You've had it all along. You know all the service history. And you're like, this is just a great vehicle. Well, you can go ahead and buy that vehicle. That's called a lease buyout. Now, a lease buyout means you buy the vehicle for what the remaining balance is, which is the residual. And remember, we were talking about taxes, how you didn't have to pay taxes? Well, good old Uncle Sammy's going to get his money. So when you do the lease buyout, you pay the remaining balance of that said tax, okay? It is based off of your credit for that day, not originally, but your credit for that day. And we go ahead and offer you the lowest rate that you're entitled to or that you qualify for, okay? And you just do a simple term, whether it's, another 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, however you want to do it. It's entirely up to you. Once again, you have options, something that I personally like myself. I like having options. I like making decisions for myself. Your third and final option is actually going ahead and trading in the car for a brand new car. It could be a brand new lease, it could be a brand new purchase, but as you well know, incentives and specials change literally every month and sometimes daily depending on where you're at or the time of the year. So there may be a special you're not even aware about that's way better than you had before. You can get that sunroof that you didn't have in your last vehicle. You can get the navigation that you may not have had, or one of these wonderful features you couldn't quite afford at the time or you didn't want to do at the time. Well, now with those specials, you might be able to get into the same car or better car, an upgraded car, and keep the payment close to the same, if not even lower. So that gives you that option too. Something to explore, something to make a decision off of. Now, the trade-in process is simply just take a look at what the value of the car is today, and typically your payoff is roughly what the value of your car is. It works out that way. That's your residual. Not always, but sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but it's always very, very close to that. So you can typically churn in your vehicle without having the quote-unquote negative equity demon hanging over your head, or you having to add more to your loan to pay that car off and get yourself into a brand new vehicle. You've already been established with Hyundai, so they do have incentives from the factory. They have returning lease customer cash throughout the times, throughout the years, throughout the specials that go on. So there's a whole gamut and array of different things that they can do to really find the best deal for you. So those are your three options. It's a snapshot, just giving you some information. Wanted you to be able to know that you do have options. Wanted you to know what those options were, and wanted you to be able to make that executive decision for yourself and your family and what's best for your needs. So give us a call. Give me a call personally. I don't mind one bit. Give us a call and let's talk about it a little bit more. I'll be more than happy to give you the time and courtesy that you deserve to make that executive decision. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you today.
Hi folks, my name is Franklin Cooley from Laguna Niguel Hyundai. This is the all-new 2022 Santa Cruz SEL Premium. I'm going to start today by showing you some amazing things on the bed itself. First of all, you have a roll top tonneau cover, which is really nice. It's just a quick release here. Goes all the way back, and as you can see, there's a lot of room inside the cabin of the trunk. Unique thing about our bed extender is it's actually locked into the tailgate. To release it from the tailgate, you would actually go ahead, press the buttons here, and it unlocks. Most bed extenders will not do that. So I just pull this up, and I'm going to release it. I'm just going to move this to the side real quick for you. I want to show you something that's absolutely unique about this vehicle as a small pickup truck. You actually have a cooler on the inside and illuminated LED lights to allow you to see what you have in here. There's a plug so you can actually drain out the water as well. It is a hard plastic, so you can clean it, just wipe it out, and voila, you can reload it again with anything you'd like. And over here you're going to see that we have storage located here. Not only do we have it on this side, we also have it on the other side, so you can actually put things back here that you do not want rolling around, as in tool cases or goodies that you want to have for your animals when you're taking them on long trips with you. A couple other nice features. Most trucks will come with tie downs. Not only do we have tie downs here, we also have them located here on both sides, as well as adjustable tie downs. You just pull these in, slide them back and forth. I'm going to come to the liftgate itself. This liftgate will actually hold 150 pounds. So I'm a kind of heavy guy, so I can sit on the liftgate, talk to my friends, have fun. If I'm underneath a tree, I'm not going to get as much rain. And it does say Hyundai here, and you'll notice the all-new Santa Cruz is embedded into the bed itself versus the lettering sticking out like the 2.0 Turbo H-Track. This is the interior, the brand new interior of the 2022 Santa Cruz SEL Premium. I want to show you something that's pretty nice about the vehicle. Most small trucks like this have plenty of leg room, but what makes us unique and separates us from the others is the storage that's located underneath here. You have storage here, and I'm going to come over here inside the vehicle so you can see plenty of headroom as I'm coming in here. You also have your jack located. I'm going to step back so you can actually see how much room is actually in this vehicle. You can put 2 bikes in here and not have to worry about them in the trunk being stolen or anything like that. Lots of storage compartments in here, as well as a sliding window. rear window with the defroster located inside of it. So now we're in the front of the 2022 Santa Cruz SEL Premium, and you'll see I'm going to sit in here and I'm going to have lots of leg room here. I'm 5'9", and I cannot accelerate this vehicle with putting my foot on the accelerator. You'll notice you have heated seats, gear shifter, a lock because this is an all-wheel drive, so you can lock all four wheels in together. You have auto hold. Auto hold is if you're on a vehicle, incline, and you need to stop, just press the button, you can take your foot off the brake so you don't have a lot of pressure on your foot. Another thing you'll notice, a beautiful moonroof, lots of sunlight will come in. You'll see how smooth and integrated everything is located on your information center here. You'll have plenty of USB cell phone charger as well as a wireless charger on this truck as well. Equipped with lots and lots of safety equipment, your lane departure assist, your blind spot monitor, your dynamic radar cruise control, blind spot monitoring system. This vehicle is ready to go. It may look like a truck, but it drives like a sports car. So that concludes the inside of the Santa Cruz SEL Premium model. But I do want to point out something that's really, really important, and that's the engine. It comes in two different variants. You have a 2.5 liter with 171 horsepower with a whopping towing capacity of 3,500 pounds. That's the equivalent of a lot of small trucks V6s. We also have a 2.5 turbocharged four-cylinder that delivers 277 horsepower, towing 5,000 pounds. Again, that is a huge number for a small truck. If you come in here, you'll see how clean the layout is. You have a prop to hold up your hood because using the shocks, they tend to wear down, so the hood tends to fall down on you. You'll see you have a nice clean front grille. You have your fog lights, which by the way are LEDs. I'm going to go ahead and close the hood so you can see how beautiful it is. Everything about this vehicle is smooth. You have these are LED lights. It is just fabulous. That's it for the 2022 Santa Cruz SEL Premium. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section, and we'll see you next week when we will review something else for you.